life. So if that is the third reason, it gives you a sense of humility in you.
Mm.
So to be in the state of that humility, it is important to be in touch mentally, emotionally, or physically. So physically, he's not there. So we can be. These are the few reasons, but be rational totally. So master means guru
Mm.
in our tradition. And the meaning of the guru is moving from ignorance to wisdom. So guru outside represents your real self inside, because that guru outside helps you to move from ignorance to wisdom.
Mm.
That is the real essence. That is why you adore, you respect, and there are many ways you remain with your guru. But the fact is that the guru, third reason, my guru, you have seen the picture, his guru, then his guru, then find out who is the ultimate guru. Who was the first guru? The first guru is the real self that dwells within you. Because ultimately, the knowledge has to be revealed within you. How can you leave the guru outside? That is representing your real self. So these are the few explanations. Who is successful in the world? We have wealth, we have possessions, we claim, normally the big celebrities claim, they have a wonderful family life. Whether it is true or not, that's a different thing. When you become a celebrity, then you show, look at my family life. Huh? They brag and then they show. So you see that who is successful in the life, our idea, the mind goes to the wealth, possessions, wonderful family life, whether it is whether it is a fact or not. You are single, you marry, you get all the pleasures of all kinds, objects of all types, possessions, you get it. Now ask yourself, do you change yourself or do you remain same? You have $1 billion. Internally, do you change or do you remain the same? You buy a new car, after a few years, it becomes old. I remain the same. I marry, internally, I remain the same. Think of this. We normally remain the same. You are single, you marry, you divorce, you remain same. We never look for it. We never observe our life, that we normally remain the same. You have a big house, you have a car, you have everything. We keep on changing the things outside with a false notion that we have changed. We don't have a luxury to change so many things, but mostly we change. Uh, we don't have a luxury to change so many things, but normally we change our bed, we change our. Recently, I have one lady, and she's told me that, I'm going for a renovation of my house. I spent $40,000 in renovation. I remain the same. So I asked her, did you change? House is new. Did you change your anxiety? Did you change your reaction? Did you change your behavior? That is the problem. The Eastern wisdom is pointing out that I remain the same, achieving a lot in the world outside, or I do not achieve. I have a good or bad relationship. I marry. Ah, I remain the same. Same anxiety, same duality, same reaction, same blame, same a little bit of change. After maturity, I am able to control my anger and hesitation. That's a different thing, but I remain the same. So, come back again to the same question. What exactly is successful in life? That is our question. Successful in the world outside does not mean successful in life. Until we understand, contemplate completely and deeply, and our mind becomes mature enough to take a right action in our life, means that I should change myself rather than changing the people, the things, and the gadgets all around. We have a beautiful concept, garage sale. So when we bought those stuff, we loved, but now it's a junk. But other people finds the utility. Have we ever thought that did I change myself? That I. So when we want to find the answer whether why I remain the same, you see, internally, because of society, culture, conditioning, I exchanged means as a goals and a goals as a means in life. That is the cause of all the stress and suffering. I want a million to be happy. So want to find happiness in that $1 million. That is the goal. Happiness is the means. In fact, I have reversed. Happiness is within me. It is not in the $1 million. Happiness is not in the marriage. No, sorry to say, those who are. I'm also married, so or remain single. Do you see? Do you think like this? So Sophia asked a beautiful question: why you remain with that master for so long? So you get a wisdom. You what is that wisdom? You think and you discern. Discern means you separate. You see that, how long I have been buying the new things, becoming old, and then having a garage sale. How long I have been thinking that I remain a single, will be happy. I have one student from Ukraine, she says, I did not marry to be happy. I said, are you happy? No, that's why I said, that's why you are with me. So I have, I do you see that? Means have become the goals and the goals have become the means. Do you see that? Just think that wealth, if I buy this car, I'll be happy. But happiness is not lying in the car. I will earn this much, then I will be, but happiness is not there. Happiness neither is present in the marriage, nor present in being a single, nor present in being divorced. You see the goals and the means. Goals and the means. So unless we understand, so we have to reverse. We have to reverse this. Why we have to reverse? Because of goals and the means and their interchange is causing lot of problems in our life. I remain on my toes until I earn $1 million. And 10 years pass, and 10 years of my life is full of stress. I even forget what is peace and happiness. Think. So our master says that we have to think. Why we have to think? Because we are not animals. Why we have to think? Because our decision should not be based on the impulsive and instinctive mind. Why we have to think? So that we can discern, we can separate in our mind through the knowledge that what should be the ultimate goal of my life. If I do not think, first thing that I'm not a human being, I'm getting carried away by the impulsive and instinctive and the habitual mind, and that is going to cause problems in at every step in our life. Do you understand? Means and the goals. Means and the goals. So I want to use dollar to be happy. If the dollar contains happiness, then only I'll be happy. I want to use being alone to be happy, but did I find that happiness in being lonely? Mind is always full of expectations, or in marriage. See that. So why we are talking in these lines, so that I should be able to see the reality. The means and the goals should be very clear in my mind. So when it is clear, then I realize the unhappiness, locus of unhappiness, insecurity, and dissatisfaction is present in my mind. So, what is most important? I have to take care of this mind. I have to change this mind. Do you see that? So, when you see it clearly in day to day living, then what will happen? You are not going to repeat the same old stuff again and again for months and for weeks and for years together. Your mind stops. We say buck stops here. So the buck stops here. Hold on. What is going to happen? That will save you from a lot of anxiety, duality, conflict. My honey doesn't love me. No, hold on. Do you love yourself? Check yourself. Do you love yourself? Why you are harming yourself, entering into anxiety? Means and the goals. Means and the goals. Not possible. Means do not contain peace, happiness, security at all. That is why we say successful in the world does not mean successful in the life. People write to me on the LinkedIn, I'm a great influencer, I have 40,000 followers, and I will also make you have a 40,000 followers, but I'm not interested. Simple answer, not interested. So Sophie was asking about the master. Master always guided me, and I always remember that. He said, keep a low profile. Do your work, but don't try to pick up, don't want to be number one, but become one with yourself. There are two things, become one. So when you start thinking, why I talk every time, that you should start thinking in this way, the way that our teachers are asking us to think. The moment you start thinking, the time will come, your intellect will actively participate. And I can tell you, 80% of your anxiety, duality, conflict, and reaction will drop. It is because of that struggle between the means and the goal. So, through contemplation and reflection, we are able to remove that conditioning over the mind. And we start moving with the right knowledge. So, then you will ask, what is right knowledge? So, we use a simple word from the Sanskrit, which is known as Shreyas. The Sanskrit word Shreyas simply means what is absolutely right and good. You follow that. What is absolutely right and good. After that, your mind do not run for anything and do not fall into anxiety. That is absolutely right and good. Take one example. That's what I told before also. We don't plan to be angry tomorrow at 10 a.m. Not possible. Because you are conscious, you are aware. But you can plan to be happy, you can plan to be peaceful. So if I can plan tomorrow, why shouldn't I plan here and now to be in peace and happiness? That is 100% possible. That is absolutely right. I have something or I don't have something. I ask my mind, can you calm down and relax? It is 100% possible. That is what is absolutely right and good. And what is not absolutely right and good, that I have already explained before. I make my mind to run after the means as a goals. I think it's not a big deal to understand, a simple thing to understand. So that is not absolutely right. It causes likes and dislikes. And if what I like, if I don't get, then I have a craving and expectation. I fall into anxiety and duality. What exactly is absolutely right? Am I in peace here and now? Do I need anything outside to be in peace and calm? No. You see, that is what is absolutely right. It does not mean I'm not talking, physical needs we have to fulfill. Eat the food, have minimum clothes and to survive. That's okay. But after that, you can be in peace, which is independent of anything outside. But when you add a tagline, if I get this car, then only I'll be happy. We all know after a few years, you are going to resell the car. I remain the same. Do you see that? Can you see it clearly? Oh, clearly. And maintain that awareness. So when you maintain that awareness, then what happens? You have started living wisely. And when you start living wisely, the life becomes beautiful. So you see that in the in the world outside of society, of culture, conditioning by your parents, society, culture, school, education, we are mentally blind from this knowledge. So when my master gave that knowledge, how can I leave my master? It changes in your entire life. So returning again, the mental blindness says means are the goals and the goals are the means. You will never be happy. Finished. So, but intellectually, when I contemplate and reflect, I find that why, with ignorance, with the wrong notion, I have interchanged these means and the goals. Let me put it into the right place. Can I be in peace and calm today? Can I be in peace and calm with you, with my relations, with the people? It is my choice. I don't need anything outside. The moment your mind says that I need a lot of things to be in calm and peace, you are not seeking what is absolutely right and good. Think. I'm not saying that you should agree. You should think and reason out. You will find out that what is absolutely right and good is to live wisely, is to do the things calmly. Whatever I want to do, let me do it. But what happens when I'm agitated? I have changed the role, means goals. And I remain the same. I do not change. The most important part that I remain the same. I still have the same craving at 80 or 90 years. I heard from the 90 years old, he had the first heart attack. He was in a hospital. He was looking at the nurse. The sensuality is still present. Means and the goals. How simple it is. Come on, you you already have a heart attack. You're 90 years of age. Can you relax and calm? No. You see what happens. The entire mind is filled with such a deep sense of likes and dislikes, attachment and detachment. So our master says simply find out. Path of absolutely right and good is peace is within me, happiness is within me, love is within me, wisdom is within me. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed and make your body comfortable. Find out the most comfortable position of your body, whatever the position. I will not point you out. What do you feel is good? Follow me. So means that you are physically settled. The mind through the body does not cause any reaction. That reaction means it is not absolutely right and good. So what should I do? Just maintain your awareness, adjust and align the body, move the mind slowly from the crown of the head to the toes. Look at every major part of the body. So when you're looking at the major part of the body, you see that because of that movement, you start feeling the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You need not to have $1 million to be comfortable, to be settled. Normally, we use this word, I'll be comfortable and settled completely if I have this. No, you can be comfortable here and now. And now, looking at and looking at inside the head, it is more a symbolic. When you're looking inside the head, in the space, you find there are a lot of thoughts. Okay. And all these thoughts, my friends, is because of what I wanted to say. It is because of the interchange of the means and the goals. That's why we get upset. That's why we are in a hurry. That's why we are fully busy. That's why we have unwanted, unwelcome thoughts constantly haunting our mind. So, what should I do? Just do nothing. Watch, discern. You separate yourself from all these thoughts. So, when you separate yourself from all these, discern. You are separating mentally, you are not separating physically. There is no way. That is why we need to talk about these principles to make our mind understand and follow a right direction. We all have the intellect, we don't use it. Human beings by default live at a higher self awareness, unlike the animals, because we are ready to learn. So we use both. How we use both, you see that I oversimplify it. You look at the right arm, move the mind on the right arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. You move it casually with awareness. You're not in a hurry. If you are in a hurry, goals and the means, remember this so that you are able to separate your mind. Oh, it is because of this is happening. So move the mind on the right arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. Be there and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Now see what I have been saying you. Choose what is absolutely right and good. We replace this with an idea. If I have a car, then I'll be relaxed. I have this much, then I'll be relaxed. When I get, move the mind on the left arm. I can understand the mind doesn't move there. You move it again with understanding. You have already understood means, goals. So with that awareness, move the mind, be there, feel sensation, relaxation and stillness. You see that we are not in a hurry. For achieving something outside, we are always in a hurry. Excitement is there. The duality and a conflict is there. The impulsive movement is there. But here it is not. That we need to understand. So that understanding and followed by the practice, look at the middle portion of the body, from the shoulder to the waist, the chest and the belly in the front, and the spine. You simply are looking. You're not doing anything. See the point. So when we are not doing anything, it means we follow the knowledge. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Very good. Then move the mind on the right leg. Move the mind on the right leg from the right side of the waist to the toes. Because you are moving with awareness and understanding, sensation, relaxation, and stillness will surely be there. The mind moves on the left leg from the left side of the waist to the toes. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You look at the entire body. Did we do anything? No. To achieve something in the material world, if we find the means as the goals, we have to work a lot. Here it is not. Looking at the entire body, sensation, relaxation, and stillness, my friend. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. How simple it is. So when we say what is absolutely right and good, we change the direction of the mind consciously. We are moving inside. So now find out what is just inside the body before the thought. It is our breath. So in order to keep the mind living within, we are aware of the breath with understanding. So what is that understanding? You see that? Simple understanding, you know the breath is going in and out, in the body and out of the body. You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath, and you feel the sensation of the breath inside the nose. Now, see, that understanding in the intellect lives. And so that you continuously feel the sensation of the breath inside the nose, you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath, and you know the breath is going in and coming out. Thoughts will come, no issue. So, what is your intellect will say if the thought comes? It doesn't fight with the thought, it brings the mind back on the breath. Oh, I forgot it. Let me bring it back. Again, I'm saying understanding. Whether you say understanding, it is awareness. Whether you say it is knowledge, that is the same awareness. Whether you say experience, awareness, knowledge, and experience or understanding. You will find, you will experience as if the thoughts are frequent, if the thoughts are frequent, and they interrupt the very breath awareness. So we not the mind should not interrupt us. So we introduce fourth point. Every time the breath goes in, you simply drop Shantoham, means I'm the peace. Every time the breath returns, you drop Shantoham. Non verbally, you are tracking the movement of the breath. So that raises your awareness. You live at a higher awareness, the thoughts will not come. Oh, it's such a simple way. Yes. Shantoham, Shantoham. Awareness, sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body. That is okay. Breath is going in and out. That is okay. You feel the sensation. That is okay. And you drop Shantoham. So, what is important that mind should not be scattered outside for the means. That is why we use the Shantoham. Now drop the Shantoham. So only the 3 point of awareness. The breath is going in, out. Check. Mind is enjoying that. Check. The mind feels the sensation. Check. There is no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Check. The body is able to maintain its steadiness. It all comes under extraordinary awareness. It doesn't come under any effort. Well, you're looking at the breath that is going in and coming out. That's enough. Feeling the sensation. No, do nothing. Now, see, when I say do nothing, what is the understanding? After all, something is happening. But how do I know something is happening? Because I'm aware. So, in that awareness, sometimes the mind feels the body, mind feels the space inside, mind feels that is okay. We need not to make any effort. We are aware of the happening. The mind is not doing anything. So when the mind learns by awareness that it has to do nothing, it lives within, it moves within. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. The palms, know your experiences, bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences and we'll take up the questions if you like. So, how are you, Sophie?
I am good, Girish. My mind was going, towards thoughts and all that, but that's okay. It didn't disturb me. I didn't chase them, and they left on their own.
Yes, that level of awareness should be achieved in order to move into a higher meditative state.
But I have a question. Sometimes when thoughts like that pop up, sometimes it helps me in my day. Like after a meditation session, if there's certain things that I have to do and I haven't decided, it becomes very clear.
Very good. That too is very good. You see that we have to do certain tasks almost every day. So if the mind reminds that and there is a clarity, that's okay. That's really good. We should do. We should do. How are you, Charlie?
Hello. I struggled with this meditation partly because I am having very strong hot flashes where my whole body sweats and I get really hot, and that was very hard to stay unattached. So I felt frustrated and kind of a bit annoyed. I found it hard to stay focused, and I thought, oh, okay, that's my mind going, but I found it particularly hard today.
Yes, yes, it was the mind. And the mind is deeply attached to the body. So through not only through understanding and the practice, once we reach to a state where we separate the mind from the body, whatever is happening to the body doesn't affect the mind. And that state can be achieved, can be attained. All our masters have achieved that state. Whatever is happening to the body, doctor gives anesthesia, many things is happening to the body we are not aware. So a kind of disconnection takes place. Also in hypnotism, you are hypnotized, for example, and I give you a glass of water saying that it is vodka, you will be intoxicated. Many experiments have been done in US and also in Russia, long back. So with that gives us a clear understanding that, oh, this is what is happening. If the way the mind thinks, the way the mind perceives the body changes. No worries, we will turn into cold flashes. How are you? How are you, John?
Okay, I'm good. Just enjoying my vodka. So everything was fine. It's very quiet here. just a minute ago, it started raining on the skylight, and so I'm glad that that happened now and not during the meditation, because I would have started thinking about all the
yeah,
noise on the skylight, but it's fine.
it's fine. It's quiet. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, that is all for today. We will meet again next week. Thank you.